Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. This is Pastor Sylvester, and today we want to encourage you with a powerful truth. When we read the history of faith movers and see how they have gone and done things before us, we can see through faith they are standing with us in our breakthrough. Imagine a stadium filled with spectators, each one cheering on their team, creating a deafening roar of support. This is the concept of the cloud of witnesses. A great multitude of faith-filled individuals who have gone before us, their lives serving as a testament to the power and possibilities of faith. They are the faith movers in history, whose stories have been preserved in the scriptures, providing us with inspiration, encouragement, and lessons for our own journey of faith. Let's take a look at some of these faith movers, as recorded in the book of Hebrews chapter 11. Here we find Abel, who by faith brought a more acceptable offering to God than Cain did. We see Enoch, who was taken up to heaven without dying because of his faith. There's Noah, who built a large boat to save his family from the flood, and Abraham, who obeyed when God called him to leave home and go to another land that God would give him as his inheritance. Even Sarah, who was barren and was too old, was able to have a child through faith. Isaac, in faith, promised blessings for the future to his sons Jacob and Esau. Joseph, on his deathbed, confidently declared that the people of Israel would leave Egypt, a statement of faith. Moses' parents, in faith, hid him for 3 months when he was born. The people of Israel walked right through the Red Sea as though they were on dry ground, and Rahab the prostitute was not destroyed with the people in her city who refused to obey God, all because of their faith. These are just a few examples of faith movers, people who dared to trust God completely, who stepped out in faith and saw extraordinary results. Their lives serve as a powerful reminder that faith can move mountains, part seas, and transform the impossible into the possible. With these scriptures in mind, let's explore how these faith-filled individuals can encourage us in our own journey. These scriptures remind us of the incredible faith demonstrated by individuals throughout the Bible. From the first man of faith, Abel, who offered a more acceptable sacrifice to God, to Enoch, a man so faithful he was taken to heaven without experiencing death. Their faith was not a mere belief, but a conviction that influenced their actions and decisions. Consider Noah, who built an enormous ark, trusting in God's warning about things not yet seen. His faith saved his family from the catastrophic flood. There was Abraham, who set out for an unknown land just because God asked him to. His faith journey led him to become the father of many nations. Let's not forget Sarah, who, despite being barren and past the age of childbearing, believed in God's promise. Her faith resulted in the birth of Isaac, through whom God's covenant was fulfilled. Speaking of Isaac, he too demonstrated faith by blessing his sons Jacob and Esau for the future. Then there was Joseph, who confidently predicted the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt, a prophecy that came true many years after his death. Moses' parents, who hid him for 3 months after his birth, acted by faith, defying the king's decree. The faith of the people of Israel was on full display when they walked through the Red Sea as if on dry land. And Rahab, a prostitute, who by faith sheltered the spies and was not destroyed with those who were disobedient in her city. Each of these individuals in their unique circumstances chose to trust God, to act on their faith, despite the uncertainties, the risks, and the challenges they faced. Their faith was not passive, it was active, courageous, and often countercultural. Their examples inspire us to trust God in our own lives, even when facing difficult circumstances or mountains standing against us. They remind us that faith is not just about believing in God, but also about living out that belief in our everyday lives. It's about daring to trust God's promises, to take risks for His kingdom, and to persevere, even when the odds are against us. Are you struggling in your relationship, finance, health, or facing a seemingly insurmountable challenge? Take a moment to pause and reflect. Look back to the faith-filled individuals we've discussed. Their lives speak volumes about the power of faith to overcome even the gravest of challenges. Abel, Enoch, Noah, Abraham, Sarah, Isaac, Joseph, Moses, the people of Israel, and Rahab. Each of them faced unique trials, yet their unwavering faith brought them victory. Their stories are not just history, they are lessons for us to apply in our lives today. When we feel heavy with worry or when defeatist thoughts cloud our minds, let's remember these champions of faith. They didn't just survive, they thrived, and their faith was their victory. As we step into each new day, let's wear our faith like armor. Remember, when we walk life by faith, we have the heavenly champions of faith coaching us through. In conclusion, let us be encouraged by the powerful truth that we are not alone in our journey of faith. We are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses, a multitude of faith movers who have walked the path before us. Their life stories inspire us, their victories strengthen our resolve, and their faith lights our way. So cheer up and walk with confidence, knowing that we are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses, the champions of faith, standing with us, with love. Pastor Sylvester.